Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. So I'm going to wait for you, guys. Anyway, I'm going to start. Hello and welcome to my first live stream video about music chord progressions and music production. This is my very first video ever. I'm not prepared for this, but I will do my best to serve you and help you out for beginner composers and for people who want to learn about epic music production. There's a chord that is a chord progression that is overused, and many people making the mistake to use the chord in the wrong way. There are possibilities that you can change it without sounding too cliche. You, I will play demos that you can understand which chord progression I mean, and I will show you ways to combine my chord progressions that I have discovered myself, what I do love the most. They are my favorites because they have so much harmony, and with these chord progressions, you can build up so good tracks in epic music genre. It's when I'm talking about epic music, in my meaning, in my understanding, is epic music is something beautiful. It doesn't have to be uh, unique all the time. It has to be beautiful and the beautiful thing about it is that it's unique because it's from you already. That you have to understand as a composer. Because the one who makes the music good is the composer behind it. If you're not, in my opinion, this is just my thought, because I'm producing music since I'm 12. Music has to come from soul, and it doesn't matter if you sound similar to one. Don't copy someone's style. Try it or learn from them and try to improve it. The best way is to start with a chord progression, to think about it. Just take your piano, if you don't have a piano, a keyboard. If you don't have it, use the DAW you have. In my opinion, it's Thing, Fruity Loops. I'm using that since I'm 12, and in it's always my opinion. Uh, I love it because it's user friendly, and if you understand the base of it, then you will see how strong usually Fruity Loops is. And to me, is still my favorite. I have tried many other. And I didn't like the interfaces in the other DAWs, but that is something up to you. Which one fits you and suits you the best? Before I get started into music production, I want to make things clear. Chords, it's in epic music. There are many things you have to think of, but I'm not going to teach you that here in this video in this live stream. This live stream is only meant for showing you the basic of epic music, what you have to think. The most important thing is fantasy, to be creative. You have to how should I tell? You have to be a child sometimes. Okay? Don't listen to everyone. Try things out and do the best as you can, and nothing more important than that. If the people will acknowledge you, you will feel it someday. But everyone starts small, and you have to work hard as you can. There's no shortcut. There's no a way to cheat that way up to the stars. It's nothing that easy. I'm not the guy who is looking for fame. I'm a guy who wants to help the people and heal the hearts, and I mean it as I say it. That's why I'm always talking back to people who are starting to criticize me from out of the blue. Criticism, in my opinion, as always, because I'm trying to think as best I can. I'm a man who believes in God and trusts Him. If you say that I'm bad in production, okay, you say in that moment, if you criticize me out of the blue without asking for it, you criticize God, you say He is not doing well, okay? And I always tell the people, if you can do it, I will send you my files. I will even help you to make it better, because I'm saying that means that I'm not saying that I think that you can't do it. If you want to do it better, then help me out. I'm open for it. But stop spreading hatred, because that is something that I don't want in my channel, because I'm trying to help the people and I get many messages from people, and I'm really thankful to have fans like them. If my music can help you, I'm the most happiest guy in this world. Okay, let's get right start into the chord production. I will show you the most common chord progression, which you can hear in epic music, in pop music, in almost every genre. You heard it in techno, house, EDM, and else everywhere. This one is the way I use it. Can even be improved. I did improve this simple chord progression into something really magical, and I will show you later on how I orchestrate my songs, how I write the music, how you can get ideas. I will just show you simple things. I'm not going to teach how to write the song, because that is up to you. I'm not going into mastering and mixing here. This is a really bad template that I have. This is just only for showcase. Please forgive the quality in the samples and the sounds. Okay, then let's go. I'll show you the thing, the first chord progression, and then I show you what I did with everything else. Let's go. Enjoy. And sorry, guys, if you are writing me in the live chat, I'm not able to show you answer right away, because I have to watch always on my cell phone. Just if it's take its time, don't get mad at me. I'm always saying hello to everyone and welcome again. And forgive my spelling mistakes, because I'm not used to speak English every day. Because I'm from Germany and I'm Turkish. But even so, I will do my best to make anything good sense. So, I really enjoy the music you make. It's great, Kathalee. I'm glad it can help you. Do such great, perfect motivation. Sure, man. I'm really trying to Cuddy, Blackbeard. I'm trying my best to get as soon as possible into hybrid music, but you have to think so. If I'm trying to write something dark or with much energy, I'm always turning back to my harmony because you will understand it if you hear the notes later, how beautiful the chords that I'm playing, that is making you like you want to drink alcohol every day, or I don't know the right word for it. It makes you so much doing it over and over and again, and you can stop it because it's so beautiful. So, okay. Um don't compliment me too much. Either way, I can get really choky then. Okay, I will continue right away. Uh, I repeat it again, and then I show you what I did, and then later on I show you how I wrote it just with two instruments, and then a little simple or symphony from it. Then I will write out of the blue something, what it comes on my mind. Okay? Enjoy! And switch on. This is so really beautiful. I could myself, I could do only from this chord progression a beautiful track. I would repetitive, but I have thousands way to change it and without sounding too repetitive. And the magic behind I'm doing things is I do it with passion. That's the first key. And the second thing is really simple. If I would always do that, it would be sound boring. But I'm doing the magic. The magic behind it is adding sounds to it, like cellos, violins, trombones, and the, the important thing is the counterpoint. The moment where I change everything in this track. This little piano chord progression that I played, you have to imagine it so. This is the beginning of the journey, of a beautiful journey. And I play it while I'm saying that. This just little part is the intro for it. It explains you that it's something about, as an example, about elves. Okay? Just only this chord progression. Sorry for that. Again, come on. Yeah, sometimes Fruity Loops mess around with me. Okay, go back. And if you listen to it, I will add the melody to it, and you will recognize it. When you truly are my fans, you will recognize it, which song is what. Just give me a moment for it. Dun, 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 dun. I have to move it just down for a moment, that I can see the chord progression that I usually play. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, that's it. Go back. No, right. I have to move it up for a second. good? Right? Right. I guess the most fans that listen to my albums should recognize it. I hope so. Yeah. Hey, welcome, KN. So, uh, let's go back to it. Give me a second. Let me listen to it again. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. I guess. No. Da, 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 da. Mm. Yeah, that's it. So simple. But the magic behind will come later. Okay, this is just the simple idea. Right, again, back to it. Let's go back. Down. There's a one note missing. um, Before I go to the orchestration, I will show you the track. That's not the track. It's just I added one instrument to it. How the sound will change, I let it play together. First the piano, and then right with the strings together. Listen to it and enjoy it, and then afterwards you can see how simple you can improve it. It's so simple. It's so simple. I'm going to start the story, 4 chords. I'm continue to tell the second chord progression. The third progression is the counterpoint. So you can say the breakdown where this track stops. And then with that part, what you hear, the most cliche chord progression, this one. You heard this chord progression everywhere, and this is where you're going to start to fight. You have to imagine like it's always you're going to experience a journey where you have to always prove yourself. Life is always hard, and it's always testing everyone. That is the simple way to explain it. It's a magical story. It's always beginning with a little story of a human experience or fantasy, then someone is going to explain it, and while you're seeing it, you're going to start to live it. And this part here is always the change in the song, and this awakes the heroic feeling in you. So now I'm going to play it together with the other things, like the cellos and violins, and then I'm going to start to compose a little bit. Enjoy. Okay. Hi, Lindalum. Welcome. Um, Now I'm going to start to write some melodies just from only chord progression and show you how you can build up a song just from only one chord progression. And then later on, I will do something magical. I will use every chord that I played, like this one, and I'm trying to turn that one into a song. I'm going to do my best. This is, but the song that I create will be not an official track, maybe, but then I will do it a remaster of it. That means I make a clean mix for you and do my best as I can, like always. And also, am I too loud? Tricky. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it down a little bit, maybe. Just give me a second. Is this better? Or still screaming out? Anyways, let's get started. I'm going to copy my first chord progression. Chords are meant as the base of a song. You can write melodies in the first place if you want. You can start with chords. I have the knowledge about my chord progressions that I always use, and it's not because I'm like to use them and don't have any ideas or so. It's I'm loving it, and you will understand while I'm composing it. You will see what I'm able to do just with only one thing in this world, with only one thing, and that is my message behind it. You can do everything if you work hard for it. That is, I think, for the most common people already inside. But I will show you that in every single thing you do is something beautiful behind it. You have to see that, and this is just the basic of it. Okay, I'm copying it for a second. I will take it. I guess it was this one, right? Let me listen to it. Which one? New pattern. So let's see which one this was. This is my favorite. This is Leaves of Hopes and the first track of my new album. Let's go for this. For the basics, for the people who are starting to are already composing. In epic music, it's important to have a root note. This is the root note. That means the bass line. Following the basses, where you can add the low instruments for the body. It's simple. I'm removing them for you. Then you can listen to it. That is without the chords. It sounds like this. Adding a chord. Stop. Sorry. Yeah. With before I'm adding the chords, I'm just adding one note always. I can copy and paste that always. Just give me a second for it. I'm removing the notes. It's the same note, just one octave up. Now I add the second note to it. That means two key chord, and later on the fifth or seventh. It depends on the chord progression. And together, when you use 3 notes, it sounds like a beautiful voice. I could start it even so, that I'm not ding, I'm going to start with low. I could go down. That means if you're going down, that means that you're going to stop it slowly. It comes to its end. And if you go up, you will create how should I explain it? It's really hard to explain when you have done the right words for it. You want to create atmosphere, and before the climax starts, you want to create action that you're going to rise up. Now I'm going to start the track because I promised that to you guys. So this is the chord. I'll leave it so because I just need to look at it, which range I have to play for the notes. That means the A. Okay, let's take it and start with the low instruments. I love it. Forgive me the sound quality in the samples. As I say, it can sound distorted and bad a little bit. Okay? Or harsh. But I love the deep notes here. It's so beautiful. for the bass, I mean. So, now I'm going to create a rhythm. This is a 4/4 beat. It means a simple 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing more. That's just a thing. I could use the bass line like this here. This would be good for epic slow tracks with shouts, more heroic, not the harmony. I mean the play style. The 1 to make it feel to hit the bass in your face and let other cellos or other bass instruments create the harmony while playing in. So, okay, let's create a rhythm for it as an example. So, let's say, I just copied that. You have to meet that I'm putting these notes here in. That means for the people who don't know what is programming, I could use my MIDI keyboard and play it live, okay? But there's one problem in that. I have a really bad MIDI keyboard and I have a little bad latency. That means if I hit the note, I would be off the rhythm and I would lose the concentration for it. Because I already know how to play the notes, I'm just typing them in. But that doesn't mean that I couldn't play them. That's the latency problem. That means it's delayed a little bit. Okay, I'm going to continue with the bass melody. I just take a simple dun 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 dun. I'm not going to create something huge here. So, okay, I'm continuing. Just give me a second. Dun 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 dun. Let's make a change. Boom 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 boom. So, give me a second for it. This would be sound just for the bass line, okay? Without anything else, it would really sound lame. Yeah, Ding Zappi. I tried that. I tried it already. I know what you mean. I have tried anything. I've watched many videos about latency. It's really old, my keyboard. That's the problem. Okay, but thanks for the help. Okay, let's continue on that. As I said, this is nothing about mixing and just production and enjoy the video and the melodies that I create while I'm doing this. I will use this from my first track as a demo, and later on I will do some other stuffs. Maybe I'm going to do a remake of a track. Let's see what happens and comes out with. Okay, again, I created the bass line. This would be sound without the melody really boring. Okay, let's add what you can think of. Okay, which instruments are there in orchestral music? It's cellos, spiccatissimos from violins, then or violas. You can add short. Uh, it's important that you use always short instruments. If you use too much long notes, you build up your track and it's getting muddy and muddy because it's not a real orchestra. If I would be have an orchestra like Two Steps from Hell, then I promise I would even top them because they would if we could combine us together, I know that Thomas and me would even write even much more intense tracks. I know that, but I'm not going into that because he has his life and I have my life, and it's okay so. And I understand him why he acts to not too much contact with his fans. That's okay, and I respect that. Okay, let's continue. I'm creating the cello part. Okay, I'm adding the same bass line to it, but I do a little change. Before I do that, I show it how it sounds with the cello and with the harmony cello chords. I say it like a chord because it's a chord. Okay, let's listen together. Okay, without the cello. And now the magic behind it. Come on, copy that. What is happening? So, okay, paste it. That means I have to listen to it. Sorry for that. Yeah. You see the little change. I'm removing the notes for a moment, then you can listen, and while I'm playing it, I'm paste it again. You see, so simple. Simple things making great things. Remember, we were together just only one drop of water. That's really funny. And now we are big humans. It's really great. So, anyways, this is sounding boring just to have that. Let's create a simple spiccatissimo melody from the violins. Like, let me think for it. I have to see the range for a moment. That means, nah, not that. A sharp, D, F. Okay, D sharp, F. Let's go. Let's see, a simple. I'm making just a simple melody for it. What is your side to make your composition? Hello, what is your side for make your compositions? What you mean by that, Helwig? My side? Okay, anyway, sorry for that. Let's see, I'm gonna have to, as I said, this is an unfixed project because there can occur distorted sounds. That's why I'm composing and trying to fix it, because uh, to get as less distortion as thing. Ah, okay, he meant, okay, I'm using Ding, yeah, FL Studio. But okay. Sorry. This is a simple melody, but you will hear the change. Wait. Because I'm playing down and up, because a violinist plays always up and down or down and up. He never plays like a machine, like, as an example, he wouldn't play it like this. No one plays so. It's really almost impossible. You could do it, but it wouldn't sound like really bad. Okay, the melody is like this. Simple. I'm just turning a little bit the volume down. Quickly, just give me a second. The second chord should be dun 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 A C F. A C F. Okay. I'm always doing that way. It's much quicker though. A D F. Okay, it's almost the same, but it can be. Let's see. One up. Right. Okay, together. Okay, that's a little bit too less. And I'm going to turn them a little bit down because it's too loud. Okay, it's dun dun. Okay, I'm not going to listen. I'm not really listen to it. Let's see together again. F, C, C. Okay, let's see. Here's the problem. Okay. F. Okay. And A. Right. Okay. I'm turning up the volume in the software. Let's go back. Dun 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 dun. Right. I'm not going to copy it. I'm going to copy it, but I'm not going to do it. Right, go up. Go away. And this one was the wrong. Stop. Come on, Fruity, stop that. Yeah, right. Okay, that's almost the same, like before. This is just a simple melody. Okay, there's 1,000 other ways you can do. What I like to do is like 2 steps from hell 2. Simple. I'm just taking the chord, where it is, and creating a dun 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 dun. This is one of my favorite styles. But if I'm going to write something huge, then I have to improve it even more. That means I have to play thousands of melody in a different, with counter melodies. That is called. Give me a second. Okay, stop. And later on I could create the volume differences to create dynamic for it. Are you talking to me, Dendalium, or Sophie? Ah, okay, Sophie. Good. That's great that you chat together. That's really great to see if you're doing that. Uh, let's continue. I will play the first one and together with the other one. Mhm. Sorry for that. I have to. I'm a perfectionist sometimes. I have to finish it before I'm going to go any further. No. Come on, show me the notes that I can remember it. My D G A D G A. Okay. A D. That was a simple D. D G. Ah, D sharp. Okay. Let's see. There are uh, there are other ways to do that, but this is my. It depends on my song how I write the things. I'm not always doing like this, but there are thousands ways. And yeah, it should be G, right? Yeah. Okay, this is a simple way to build it up, not the volume. I mean, you have to create dynamic, you have to think that you would play realistic, slowly, and with less. You can't play always loud like a machine. Every hit you make in against the wall will sound different. Okay, yeah. Okay, see you, KN. I hope you can watch it later again. I will upload it as a video, and you can enjoy it, the rest of it after your work if you like. Have a good day, and I hope you have the courage to move on and don't have a stressy day. So, okay, let's let's leave the second melody, and I'm going to use because you will see what happens when I would use the other style. Um, Now I'm using a higher octave of the violins. Just one note, one range up, and I'm going to create a spiccatissimo run melody. A melody from run. That means a quick, really fast melody. So, yeah, see you again. Have a nice day or night. I don't know which time you have there. So, so let's see. I just take the chord for a second, then I can see it myself always which range I have to play. Into the new pattern, I mean. I'm just turning off the other instrument for a second, and then I'm taking this. Okay, now I see it. Stop. Okay, that's the A, D, F. Let's see, I start. Yeah, this will sound a little bit harsh to your ears. If you can, while I'm doing it, turn your cell phone's volume down a little bit. It can hurt your ears a little bit because it's really harsh. But if it's finished, it will sound really good. No, here. Yeah. So this is called the spiccatissimo run melody, or run, how you like. There are 1,000 other ways to make it, make the style. But you see, if I'm stretch the notes, that I'm always playing the chord progression. Watch the notes and imagine that it will be on the same. It's always a chord, following the chord progressions. Really simple build. Oh, sorry for that. Dun, dun. there's a little better way, I think, to move it a little bit to the right. So yeah. Yeah, as an example. But let's leave it as it was before. I'm going to continue that on the other the second parts for each chord progression. Chord, I mean, not progression, sorry. Come on. So, let's see, that is the F, A, C. F, A, C, A, simple. Yeah, A, simple. F is right. C, the D must be on the C. C, move down to the A. And if I'm, here's the wrong one. You're right. And second would be G, A, D. G, A, stop. Sorry for that. D. Now let's move it up to make it really brighter. F, dick, A flat, okay, one up. D is right, and this must be our G. Yeah, to make it a little bit higher, to make differences. And later on, you can play it how you like it. You can go up, you can get down. Therefore, you have to watch your arrangement and orchestration then later. But that is not going to be covered in this video. And so, yeah, okay. Don't promote me too much, then Dalu. Let them explore my music themselves. Okay, let's continue. That was the D. You have to think, if I'm going to create something new, you see how long it can take. But this is nothing. Because I'm trying to show it at the same time, it takes a little bit longer. Now I'm going to finish this part, and I will add the other things quickly without talking, okay? You will see what I'm going to do. And then it's up to you what you make from your fantasy to it. I show you how little things can change the whole thing. The whole thing. Okay. Let's continue. That was the D flat, A sharp, no flat, G, D, A sharp. Okay, A sharp, G, D. Oh, A must be up. I hate that to do runs, but I'm still loving it. I can't live without them. So up, that must be a G, the Jangster, and the A sharp, and the D, right? I guess so. Yeah, right. Let's see, without the chords. Okay, that sounds good. To my ears, it's okay. The sound doesn't okay because it's not the range that I'm usually play. I'm playing on the G always. This is my favorite note because it has so much energy and harmony. So anyway, I'm going to add them slowly that you can see how it builds up. It's from yourself, and then I'm going to add horns, trombones, choirs, sorry for that, and anything else. Let's see. Okay, this is not a track. This is just a demo for it. How it adding one instrument, how it can change the atmosphere. so far, you see how some 4 tracks already fill up something. But this just only, if I would left it so, it would sound really boring. Now I'm going to add some main melody to it, like dun 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 dun, in my first track, as an example. And then I'm going to use that melody from the piano, maybe to a voice, a choir, or mancore maybe, or a flute, maybe. I, I'm going to try it, and then I'm going to create something. Or new melody. Maybe. I'm going to try it. So, where's the piano? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to take my keyboard for it. Okay, let's see. Which range was that? It was the A, I think. Let me take a look again. I'm really bad in remembering things, but I'm really good at composing, in creating new stuff. Okay, so let's see. It's A. A means one note up. I have to program my keyboard for it, then I can use the style for it. Transpose. Okay. No, that was the wrong one. Right. That's the thing that I don't like on my keyboard. It's always messing around with my tempo, and I'm going to lose the concentration for it again. Let's try. No, that wasn't it. No. Right, that's okay. No. I forgot that melody, but it's okay. Let's create something new from that, because this one here is really beautiful and simple. Okay, let's see the range. Okay. No. C, this is the C, E. Okay. Okay. Come. Ah, Fruity Loops. Oh, stop it. It's going auto saving all the time. Okay. No. No, that's not. Okay. Let me think of something. Dun, dun, dun. That's good enough, I guess. Okay. Okay, where is the instrument? Oh. That's the wrong note. It's the A flat. Did I move it down or up? Sorry for that. I'm going to set up. Ah, I've moved it up. Okay. Why is it messing? Ah, okay. Now I can see the note. But the wrong instrument. Piano. Come here. New pattern. So. Where is it? Where's my... So. It's the D. Okay, dun dun dun. Dun dun. Let's listen to the melody. Okay. One. This is so annoying sometimes if you want to select something and your mouse is messing around. This is the most thing, the most funny thing about it. It's like the most common tracks that you already know. It's like, let me think of it. It's that. It's that range, I mean. And just I did something different in the playstyle, but I think wasn't thinking of it right now. It just come out some out of the blue. Okay, that's good. Then let's see. As an example, that sounds good. Now I have to fit it to the right note. I hope that this will sound a little bit annoying if I hit the right note. Let's see. Okay. Dun dun. Nah. Okay. Again, back down to the right note. Then I can see it without the instruments. Right. I think. That sounds much better. I don't like to make melodies like ding, doo, too long and lame. Yeah, that sounds beautiful. But I'm not going to use the piano for it. I'm going to use maybe a violin. Let's test it out before I'm doing. Yeah, right. That sounds good to my ears. Maybe I'm going to add flute melodies to it. Okay, I'm going to repeat it, but make a change to the melody. I'm going to take the same and make a variation to it, that it sound doesn't like the same. So again. Mm. It sounds almost like the American hymn, I think. No, but it's okay. Just again, slower, I guess. No, just a long note. That sounds much better. And then I'm going to copy it again and raise it up one octave to create uh, dramatic in it or something like that. Okay, I could use legatos and anything else, but this is just a demo, nothing more. I'm not going too much deep into it. So, okay. And then we go down. Like, let's see. No. We go down. Okay, for the next part. But we leave the violence for the moment. Now I'm going to add the body to it. Without trombones or bass and brass, it sounds a little bit boring. And later on, my favorite, choirs. I love them because they sound really beautiful. Uh, okay, the bass line for the trombones. Where are the trombones for the body? Okay, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, right. Right? Stop, not the music, not just only that. Right, again. Copying W. I'm layering because a lower bass line for the space. That is good. And I'm taking the bass line again and adding a little brighter trombone in the as a fifth or seventh. It depends how it will stitch out at the moment. Okay, I'm just playing it without the other one and with the trombones only. You almost can't hear it. Even if I would mix it and arrange it, it will sound lame. Now I'm adding the brighter one. Just wait. That was the wrong one. Here. Here. Right? Right. That's the sound. But not that note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to check it out before I'm playing it with the music. If it's right. Come on. Yeah, that's seventh. This is really beautiful. And I don't know, because it sounds so happy and excited, you can't be excited. Yeah, that's what I'm working for, man. Zafi, or lady. I'm really trying my best to help the people, because I have experienced myself many hatred, but it's okay. I'm strong as person and human. There's a way to achieve greatness, to stand against ending, and there is nothing. How should I say? There's no time to be sad. Okay, stay happy, because we are living just only a little time in this planet, and the suffer will end someday. You have to think so. It's not your whole life. Because I'm saying that because I believe in God. That's something different, but it's also the truth. We people are thinking always too much. That's our problem. Uh, pain grows. Pain grows. How much attention you give to it. So don't pay attention. Just pay attention to my music right now and enjoy. Okay, let's listen to it together. And later on, I add a bass trombone or a brass, really deep brass, to make it sound huge. You will hear the difference, how it sounds. Okay, let's listen. Uh, with the trombones, I have to position them because it's latency, always latency, that means delayed. And again, so with the melody and the trombones. Okay, you see the difference? Just moving the trombone, the second one, into another note, change the atmosphere in the track. I can move it to the position. I will just do it for a moment that you can hear. A new one. It's simple. Right back to the A, one down. So. You see how something that small can affect the whole song. It sounds really same too, but I created a harmony without adding thousands of instruments to it and other stuff like some people do in this genre. So now, as I promised, my favorite sound is this one. This is so majestic and really epic. Okay, let's move it to the right position. Okay, didn't copy it. So, again. So, da 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 da. I'm just playing it, and I'm just adding it here that you can hear the difference. And later on, I move everything to into position that it sounds like a song almost. Okay, that's just showcasing. So. You hear it. It's full. The body is full. It sounds majestic. And let me create something beautiful to it. the most people will recognize her maybe. It is called Jennifer. That's my favorite singer, vocalist, or soprano singer, vocalist. I'm always messing with them. Let's see if it will be good enough with her. Okay, I have to make legatos for it. That means just sing. It would be sound lame if we had something from deep to up to explain it for the people who don't know what a legato is. It's really tough to explain for me, as it is really tough, and you will hear the difference right now. I love her voice, and this is not a digital thing that is created. That is her own voice in real live performance, and that's really, really, really high. She can go up to the G. No, E. E. This is really insane. This is nothing computer compressed or else. Hi, Pauka. So, let's listen to it. Just the melody. Okay, okay, that's good. Then I'm usually not doing this style because I have to orchestrate. That means I have to watch what I'm doing. Usually I'm not doing that, but it's okay. Let's test it out with together. No, here. I guess it was the second part. Yeah, yeah, that's the right place. Ah, beautiful. As an example, I, I I could do the same with the horns if I like, and not using her voice and using the voice for to build up the track. That's also possible. So let's see. Where are my horns? Oh, now I forgot to turn down the compression for mids. Okay, that's okay, I guess. Let's see how it sounds. At the moment, it sounds really lame. Let's copy the violins for it and make changes. No brass player would play like reaping all the time. That means I have to create marcatos and staccatos for it. Let's see. This is the short note. Marcato, short, marcato, short, really short, short, marcato. You will hear the difference in a second. So let's see, not there, there. So this one too, and sustain. Oh, I guess I don't need that here. I can copy and paste it later. Let's check it out. Yeah, I should put it in the right place in the begin with. Where it was. Here. Copy that. Come on. Come over here. So. delete that for a second. Ah, come on, Fruity. Ah. Yeah, you're welcome, Palka. I would show myself, but I don't have a webcam, sadly, at the moment. But maybe someday. I'm really wishing to give my music a face for you guys. But usually you can see my face already in Instagram because I'm trying to post myself. I can't at the moment because I'm not working. I've been robbed 2 years ago, and that's why I can't go to social media at the moment. But someday, soon as possible, I will be able to do it again, and hope to share it. As long the respect is there, I don't have problems if you write to me personally. I really would appreciate the contact with people. So you're welcome always to, even if you have problems. I'm always a human like you. I'm not a chucky composer. I'm always a human like you. You can see me as a friend. As long you're honest, I would welcome every friendship from my friends and fans, followers, anything else. Okay, let's check it out. So. Okay, okay, this is really loud at the moment. Okay, that doesn't sound good, but I can do it something different to it. I take Jennifer back. While I'm doing that, I'm following the horns. Where's the horns again? Where's the K switch? Here. Let's see. Should be too high. Okay, this is A. Right, this is the right note, I guess. Let's listen to the trombones. Where are the trombones? No, the wrong one. This one. How I'm doing that? Yeah, I'm really good. What? You didn't check every smile. Yeah, okay. Right, that sounds good. I'm copying that into a pattern, removing that one, and using to fill the gaps and change the harmony into of the track. Let's see. I have to change that part. No. Yeah, that is good. Oh, sorry for that. So that is good. And I'm not going to leave it so, okay? I will do my best as I can later. So I've created almost the whole body for the arrangement of the song, okay? I have a melody, I have counter melodies, I have a bass line. These are my bass lines, the cellos. They follow always the same thing. I could make a change here if I like. Could move them down to make it much deeper and to make my song brighter in some special parts. Let's say I have troubles here in my track, in my here you can't hear almost things because they are fighting together because of space, and so that's why I have to watch my arrangement and my orchestration. Orchestration means when the right instrument has to play the right notes. Because there's a limit of space in digital audio station. Also in real life, a human ear can't hear all instruments together. If you would play all the keyboard pressing the same like this, it sounds really annoying then. Okay, let's add my favorites to it. Choir, the female choir, the Fraser. So, but they, yeah. Let's see. One octave up. I should, yeah. Her voices of the choir are so beautiful. Here is an example, a live example. I hope I can play it because of the latency. This is so beautiful. I love choirs, and these are my favorites. The short staccatissимos of the choirs are also my favorites for the melodies, like when I play a quick track and anything else. Let's check them out if the notes are fitting perfectly. Some other people doesn't do it this way. I don't recommend it because it's too long, but in my templates I have make good examples for it, and I've tried most things out. It fits perfectly in my songs because I'm watching always what I'm doing. My mixdowns are just my problems. So, okay, let's check it out. Okay, the choir fits to the song, that's good, but I'm adding them at the right place to the right time. So the choir are good. Now let's see, maybe I can create a little flute melody. My marvelous thin whistle. This is so beautiful. And harsh, sorry. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Yeah, I will take my melody from Inside a Dream. Now they sound really boring, but you will see the magic soon. Give me a second for it. Back to it. Good. Let's see if this is the right place of the note. Good, that's okay. Let's see again. Go back. This is the part where it has to end, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that's the place for it. Again. come on, delete it. So. Maybe. Let's see what happens. How it turns out. First note longer. This is okay. Yeah, that's good. From the flow. Go back to it again. Mm-hmm. 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 Copy, paste. Oh, delete, copy, paste. As an example, good. So let's see, together with the melodies. Yeah, that's good for later. This uplifting thing. Okay, there's something. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. That's a little bit harsh. Let's see. But not here. In the second place, I guess. I hope this isn't too high. Here. That's the thing. Okay, it's too high for altos. Ah, sorry. Now I have to move them to the right place, to the right word. Right, that's good. And let's see how it turns out. If not, I'm going to create later on a different sing style. That sounds good for later. If the rhythm comes to it and anything else is fixed, it will sound really cool. But that the sing style is not so good as I like it. But anyway, there are many possibilities to do this. What I really love is the tuba sound. And trumpets are there to introduce the climax for the track. But before I move on, let's see. Ah, come on, where's the tuba? Right. The sound is so beautiful. I have to see the range. Yeah, this is really beautiful. Let's think something. Just let me check. This is good. This is good. Let's paste. Where is it? Dump score in selected. Oh no. Okay. Undo it. It was too much. But it's okay. Almost the same melody, but or I guess this sounds much better. Let's see. Looks like no one's there anymore. Anyway, still cool. I'm going to continue and trying to finish the track. You see how easy it usually is if you have the chord progression in your mind to create something from the scratch. Ah, you there, Sophie? That's great. Because the chat doesn't show it how much. I still see 0. It's really sad. But it's okay. I'm going, I'm going to upload it anyway for the other peoples to let them learn about music production. Yeah, you're welcome, man. It's okay. You don't need to apologize. It's YouTube's fault. It doesn't show up the right number. So, anyway, let me think again. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. For the body later. Okay. Slowly I should think for an intro, let's say. Because it's almost the same, I'm not going to use that as a track. Or maybe later. Let's see what happens. But I need the chord. You see 5 views in our stream? Views or viewers? You mean? You see the change with 2 instruments, right? With the same chord. Okay, okay, that's great. Okay. 5 views? Viewers, okay. That's okay. As long someone's there and I'm not talking against the wall, everything's fine. Okay. Let's see where I was. Yeah. And where is the main melody? Let's see. How does it sound with a piano? Ah, damp it down a little bit. Yeah. Sounds quiet and harmonic. Let's see. Yeah, just wait. The pads are too loud. That's good. And let's turn back to the dun dun dun. Where was it that? Yeah, but I'm not going to use this spicatissimo. I'm going to this one. I think. Sounds beautiful and should fit together. I think. Move it to the right place. It's always annoying to move. again. I have to. This is the most annoying part of music production. Listening over and over and over and again. And you see, if I would, you have to think I'm doing that sometimes 12 hours in a row, and that's why I can't enjoy the music like you do. But I still loving it. I still love it because it's really beautiful. You see your creation in the end, and the feedback of from you guys is the thing who gives me is the medicine to move me on, move on in my life, and as a composer, also in my life too. Okay, let's listen to it again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's move back. Okay, okay, I'm going to move you. Just wait for me. I'm not that fast. Fruity. Let's see. Okay, back. Where is it? It's a little bit too high. Ding! Okay, and now I'm doing a magical thing too, a cello legato, because the way it sounds, it's always like I'm doing things, and I try to avoid that. Ah, it's really cool. Cello legatos are so beautiful. It reminds me always to the track. Which one was it? Schindler's List. This is the most beautiful thing. If you listen to it with the cellos, it's much beautiful, much more beautiful than the original violin version. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool build up in the song. And now, if I introduce the track like this, here, in this part, the track should be starting, because if you're doing it too long, that must be, let's see, yeah, it's almost 40 seconds or 50 seconds. It's a long intro. Uh, I already mentioned the percussion. Yeah, maybe like dum ch, dum ch, something like that, maybe, because I'm really trying to create new percussion. The most hardest thing for me is drumming, because I'm not used to drumming. I'm really good at creating beats and rhythms fitting to my compositions, but first of all, I'm not like the other composers to make machine gun drumming like in epic tracks you heard the most. I don't like that. That's my problem. I want to give the people a good feeling when is the track going to change, when is a rhythm, so you can. It's a little signature of my music style, you can say. That's why I'm doing sometimes the same rhythm, sometimes the same samples. I don't care about that, because as long as it sounds good and fitting to the track, that is the thing what matters to me. So let's see, where was we? We could do, when we have wrote the intro with the same chord progression. Now it's time, after we created the second melody for the climax and the trumpets. I'm not going to do that right now. Now we have to change the atmosphere into something storytelling. Or I'm going to make a cool down, a breakdown. That means where the track is going to stop, and then build it up again. That's a way too. But in this track, I wanted to show you the main chord progression that is overused, and thousands songs are out there. Even I do it because this is the one strongest chord progression. You can build it up. I'll show you an example right now. Just give me a second. Come on, open up. This is that one. I'm going to build it up while I'm playing it. Okay, this is simple. Just give me a second. This sounds much better when I move it up. Yeah, right up. And the second change. Come on. What I'm not seeing right at the moment. That's it, so I'm playing it live, it's much easier. Let's see. Yeah, should be right. Sorry. Build it up. No. You see how it can change. I'm just always playing the same bass melody, and so I have to go to sleep now. I have to sleep. Sure, sure. Safi, we see you soon. Sorry that I didn't, couldn't answer right away. Enjoy your night, and we see and hear us soon, I hope. Have a good night. Catch ya. So. And this chord is also used in future world music, I think. This is that track. Yeah. You see, even they used it, and even Two Steps from Hell use it because it's really strong. But the way they use it, they do some changes always. Usually the chord is played like E, C, G, and D. But there's a little change here. We're playing E, C, and lower G. And they do something like just, hey, where's the note? And then go up again. They're really good in that, making runs. But there are many ways to play it. Okay. So, okay. Anyway, I'm going to put every chord progression in the description later for the video for you guys. You can study them, you can watch them. You see that I'm orchestrate around chords. That means, first of all, you need a good and stable chord progression. These root notes, the lower ones here, should help you. I can move them also down that you can see them better to understand the basics of how a track is built. Every composer that I know, they do other things. But to make tracks like I do, uplifting music, or like Two Steps from Hell, they play that style. They're not using trombones and like I do, long notes and thing. They are making quick and fast things because if you have too much long notes in your song, it will get a little bit muddy. And if you, I don't have the orchestra to make the atmosphere they create. They also do it digital, but they do live recordings and they have the knowledge. And Thomas is a genius itself. I couldn't even put a scratch on him, but I will do my best to make my listeners happy, and that's why I'm producing music. Slowly, I should get to bed, but I hope I could help the people to understand the basics. And this is just a tiny part. Right now, I have a template for it. That means I have everything set up. Usually, I start a track from the scratch because every track is something new for me, and I don't like to use always the same template. Sometimes it's really good to create the same atmosphere in your whole album, but you hear in my tracks that some are sounding brighter, some are deeper in the quality, and some changes are occurring because I'm trying to give every single composition itself a story, and I like to do stuff. So I'm learning, and I have learned it in my ways. I've taught everything else by doing. I even don't understand the basics of chords and what a chord was until now. So, in short, I didn't read anything else about orchestration, but still, you see, if you listen to other composers, you can learn. But if they don't share it, you can't learn that quickly. And that's why I'm decided to make this video to help the people. I'm open for every composer who wants my help in creating good music. I'm open to do collabs. You are welcome to write me in my through my email in the link description of my channel. You can put it there. Uh, get the email there, I mean, and can message me if you have interest to collab and want to learn about epic music. But you have to think so. I have also my own fans. They are waiting for me. If I make it, I will do my best to help you in everything to create new ideas. And if you enjoyed it so far, uh, I'm glad that I could entertain you. And for my fans, I hope to create a track from this melody someday, not today, because almost the same melodies in the first track, and I don't like to do it. But if my if you guys wish it, I'm going to turn that one into a melody, song. Sorry, and I have some surprises for you too. I'm going into rock, epic rock, and hybrid stuff a little bit because I'm missing that in my whole two albums. The Spellcaster was a magical one, in my opinion. The quality wasn't that good, I know that. Okay, my internet connection got lost for a second. Anyway, the Ironheart album was the best in my opinion, but my favorite tracks are like Momentum and I like hybrid music. And but when I'm talking about hybrid, I don't mean trailer music. With hybrid, I mean aggressive rock, epic rock, not metal. I'm talking about really nice played epic compositions, like as an example in Naruto in the anime. I really love that, and this is really more the action that I need. But I'm still also loving this style because you see how magical it can turn out. I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. I'm calling it a night. And if you have questions, I'm open for it for composing and anything else, not for mastering and mixing. I'm really bad at it. I'm not a good teacher in that, okay? Or anything else. If you want to know something from me, just ask me out. I'm not a chunky composer. I'm open for it. As long you don't get persistent and complimenting me all the time. I don't like that. It's okay when you like my music, okay? But there are more things that we can discuss or talk. And that's more important for me. Okay, then I wish you a good night because it's night here in German. And I hope you enjoyed it so far. And stay epic. Talk soon. And if you don't join again, it will be your doom till dawn. See ya.